Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. So, it has been... Okay, we already used our borrowed time. It's been about a week since I've recorded these. I recorded a lot in a row, then I just got really busy. But I have been releasing almost every day. So I think we're just in the process of running back over here. Going after Dawn's Light. So those are the people that are most likely to come for us, I think. Obviously, these people don't like us. Who else? Are these Skaven? Or, yeah, they're chill, because we're killing one of their enemies. So, yeah, they're probably not going to come over the pond and try to get us. And it's chaotic. I mean, they would not have a lot of advantage. So I just don't think these guys are going to come over here, probably. But I haven't run this campaign before, so I don't know for sure. Okay. We can actually get a non-aggro with them if we want. I mean, we can't trade. We could eventually get some of their units to come in.
I could inflict on you.
I don't know. It might make other people mad, so I guess we'll just pass. Alright, let's go. Now, were we going to try to have two armies? I think that's what we were doing, right? I didn't go back and watch the last episode. Maybe I should have. Is that worth? I mean, I've got so much income right now that I think it's worth just to bump everything up. Okay, so we ran over here, and yeah, I think we're going to try to just go with two armies to help out up there. Yeah, and we were starting with Chosen. Now, I don't know, maybe we should go with normal. I was on the fence about this last time. Halberds just have so much more armor piercing, though. Now, the 10 extra melee attack is a very big deal, though, against lightly armored targets. Because your weapon strength is about the same. I think the attack speed, it doesn't say that here, but I think I've seen somewhere before that swords do attack faster. Like, what's the 14 pierce versus 31? So if you're hitting... God, I don't even remember the math off the top of my head, but I think it's half the armor. It's basically 75% is going to be blocked. So if you're hitting a 100 armor target and you're dealing 50 damage or whatever, then you're only going to be dealing 3/4 of that on average, because it does a random roll between 50% and 100% damage blocked. So I guess you just take whatever their non-damage is by 75%, their base damage, and then add it to the armor piercing damage. So if we divide that by 4, that's like what, 8-ish would give us to 32. So that's about 22 pierce, or 22 total damage against a 100 armor target, versus this would be, so we had 22 versus this is going to be something like 11 plus 31. So it's going to be like 42. So it's basically double damage against a 100 armor target on this. Yeah, I think we just got to go halberds then. We get 3 more of those. What were some other utility creatures I wanted? Cockatrice. Maybe. I mean, I need some range units. I could either get the pink horrors or the normal horrors. They both have the arcane mirth now. This one just does a little bit more damage, but it also costs like 50% more. Okay. We'll just go with that. And then... I think we're just trying to... We did the transmutation of ore, thinking... I don't think that gave us as much gold as we were hoping for. Way of War, I guess. We do have to get that eventually. Is there anything else? Way of Time? Halt Army. Okay, I kind of like that. Let's do Way of Time. And then we can do Halt Army if we need it. Was Break Alliance. Open Gates is okay. But we're going to have a cultist with us, so... Alright. And then this stuff. Mutagenic Energies we don't need to use. This Scriveners of Insanity we can't use yet. I think we talked last time. I should have used that earlier, but whatever. Okay. This is all good. Did we have any more quests? Got the Staff of Tomorrow. I think we could do that right now, but why not just wait until we get the upgraded units to do it? Like, there's not really a rush on that. I mean, I guess it'd be a more interesting fight, probably. Okay, we need the Great Library for the blue dudes. About to get that. Parchment ink. Kislev, Cathay. Or Empire. Alright. Okay, so we need a Knight of Tzeentch in order to get to the next step. Or a Chaos Warrior.
The cult is riled.
How long until I get the Knights?
Intrigue is calling us.
2 turns. Okay, and we'll get a couple of Knights. Now, sorry, excuse me, I'm just got something in my throat for some reason. Okay. Where's the... Okay, we get transfer settlement next turn. We can jack some more of their wind from somewhere and then sell it back to them. This place, I think, still has bad wind, right? Say what the... Blowing, okay. Alright.
The cult of many eyes.
What does he do if he's attached? I can't even remember. Is it speed? It's speed, right? So I guess he's actually better to leave unattached. I mean, I could establish a cult on one of these places and, like, use that in some way, but it's probably fine. Okay, and then I think we're good on growth. 7 turns, we can get to tier 5, or start the tier 5. Okay. It's all good. I don't think we wanted to do tier 3 on most of these places unless they have like salt or something just yet. And this one does have obsidian. It's basically an extra 10 per turn. 200 gold per turn for 1100. Yeah, and we're missing out. Yeah, I think we do the obsidian. And we want to do the version with the infrastructure building being less. That's pretty massive. Alright. We'll do that one. And then I think this one does have marble, so maybe at some point in the future. I can't afford it right now, but maybe go for the marble or the gold. This one's a 4-stack. So it's probably best to upgrade the 4-stack places early on if you can. Oh, but this, we're trying to get to tier 5 there, so we don't want to do it there. Okay, and then cults. We just want this little thing everywhere we can get it. Sorry, just catching myself back up to speed here. I think we've got all these. Yeah. Okay, and I still didn't want to fool with the other ones. Alright.
I serve.
I really wish there were some kind of teleporter or way you could teleport to go back home. I think I talked about that last time. Like some kind of cost you could pay. Castle Artois. Oh, I never looked up what this did, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, so we do have a settlement. So we could grab a settlement from way over there if we wanted to, maybe, and sell it back. Oh yeah, can I? You don't have. We don't have a recruitment one, do we? No. Okay. All right. Then one more turn, we get knights.
Let the trickery begin.
Okay, I guess we can just get normal pink horrors because these take 2 turns also, which is not gonna fly. Because this dude's going to be back in 2 turns. So if I hire knights, maybe 1 cockatrice and 2 knights or something, then he's going to be here by the time I can do that. Okay, got that. Anything new here? Nope. When Pestilence likes this a little bit more. Got the steel and area. Now, we are friends with these guys, which is kind of annoying, as I said before, because that means we can't kill them, but maybe we could get some of their units or something. You really don't get that much of an advantage with Tzeentch, because off of, you can't do trade agreements or anything with people. So off of being like, can I even be, I didn't even think about that, can I even be allies, like military allies? With anybody? Yeah? I mean, we're getting pretty close to being a defensive ally. Once we kill their lizard people, we might be able to be defensive, and then we could get some of their units if we needed. Again, there probably aren't that many units that I would want, like early units, but like their weapons teams could be kind of useful. Globadiers.
In the changer's name.
Okay. Which settlement are we doing here? $1,500. Oh my god, why is it? Is it a certain percentage of how many you have? Because I feel like this has just gone up like astronomically. Is it based on your total income? Or like every time you use it, does it get more expensive? It'll depend on how strong the faction is. I don't want to take anywhere that I have a cult. So it has to be a place I can see that does not have a cult. Ideally from a rich person. But I see all these places because I do have cults there. I do not have a cult here. Can really not see anywhere else. I guess I could track army, and then it would open up and let me see other places. I mean, where else could I go? Can't target these, because they don't look like towns. 1,500 is just not enough. It's just too much, I think. How do I see that? Maybe reveal shroud. Where is reveal shroud? Way of scrying. Okay. Open gates, break alliance, halt army, track army. Where the heck is reveal shroud? Oh, right there. To be 3 turns if I wanted that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
The fates cry out for this.
Oh, can I target this? Why is it so expensive? What is divided from the average diplomatic relations? Okay, so if you have really bad diplomacy. So if they like us more, then it's easier. I guess that makes sense. There's 50 corruptions on the Serpent Coast. Dang. Well, I guess that was just kind of a fluke, maybe, that I got so much money early off of that one transfer, the 8,000. Or again, maybe there's some hidden mechanic where if you do it a bunch, it doesn't work. And nowhere around here, right? Because every single one of these is a cult, except for Musion. But is it worth 1,500 to try to cash that in? How expensive, or how rich is Bretonia? They're pretty rich. I mean, I can also steal Winds of Magic from there and move it down here, which is a big deal. Like, I'm losing a lot of money by not having appropriate levels of Winds of Magic over here. Because, like, none of these are activated right now. So I'd probably be getting an extra, what, 10% there, 10% there, a lot. Like, probably a 1,000 gold at least per turn, if not more. Wait, for 5% for 2,000 gold, is that worth? So if my base is like 1,500 or something, 10% would be like 75. don't know if that's worth it. That'd be 20, 30, almost 30 turns. I don't think that one's worth it yet. If I'm kind of tight on cash. So is it worth these 1,500 bucks? To, I don't know how much I can sell it back for. Let's say I sell it back for 2,000 gold. But then I'm able to steal their Winds of Magic. What's the Winds of Magic in this area? Can I see the winds? Do I have winds overlay? Is it telling me this one? Calm, -10. Okay, so that's bad. What about this? It's not telling me. Weak. Ooh. So I can only steal one. If that's worth. And then all of these are taken, right? Home guard. Could take Isleheart. What's the winds here? Blowing. Okay, so I think that's like +5. Or maybe that's neutral, but I can get at least 2 stacks out of that.
By the comet.
Okay, is it also just the crazy high amount? So that's where the Reveal Shroud would come in handy. You could spot a place and then steal a settlement. So you'd have to pay a little bit more, but it could save you a ton of money potentially. Especially if I could see a Tzeentchian place, because it's going to have a lot of corruption. What were these other ones? 132 on that one. God. But it's because I've already got a... It's probably giving me a massive discount because I've got a cult there. Is that how it's going down? It seems to be it, yeah. They're like, alright, you're going to destroy one of your cults. If actually, this one is not so much. Maybe it's the level of the town. Does that have to do with it too? If it's like level 1 versus level 3 town? That would make sense. Or like the value of the buildings in the town or something. Alright, let's just do it. Wait, no, I have a cult there too. Damn it. I didn't realize I had a cult there. So yeah, it's literally everywhere I see except for Musion, and there's no magic there, so I guess we'll just sit on it for a second. They're kind of wasting the cooldown. But I just am not seeing a lot of value. I mean, what's the Winds of Magic here? Strong. Ideally, I would want to jack the Winds of Magic from somewhere else that I'm not going to right away. Can I get this one way up here? It's expensive, but it's kind of far away. Can I see the Winds of Magic anywhere? Strong. Okay. Maybe this one's the best. Lizardmen don't usually have a ton of gold, but if I'm just trying to jack Winds of Magic and just sell some stuff anyways. Alright, let's just hold our nose and do it. I can sell all of this too. Well, I can't sell the port. How much would they be willing to... Now, they might just declare war on me, though. Where are the lizardmen? Yeah... They might just declare war on me next turn. Sorry about that. Thought I silenced that. Okay. So I could sell it, or sell the little buildings for like a couple thousand more gold, but if they declare war on me, I don't get anything. Or I could just take the 6,000 right now. I need to do the Winds of Magic transfer before I do that, though. I think I don't want to risk them going to war with me and me getting nothing over a couple thousand gold. Alright, so we're going to do... Wait, how much did that change? Okay, so 450 base income and 30% extra gold from buildings. Okay, and everywhere else is maxed out. And I don't want to drain them all the way down. I can't even move it anywhere else, but if I'm going to start taking some stuff, taking some places eventually, then I want to leave it there. Okay. Alright, we're out of that. Then, yeah, let's go ahead and just trade it. So we basically turned 1,500 books into 6,000 gold, which is probably not an amazing deal in the long run, but given the fact, again, that I could raise the magic and I'm getting an extra 700 or 800 gold per turn off of that, that's probably worth. I might get some extra diplomatic perks for doing that. Now these Skaven are not going to like that because it's going to look like I gave them a gift because it was way more valuable than what I received for it. Oh, you know what I could have done? I don't know. It would have been complicated. It'd probably not worth it. But I could have, like, hired a lord in the place that I took the settlement from and then activated the Scriveners of Insanity and just waited after I sold it. And then after I sold it back to them, then it's enemy territory. Or wait, would it count as enemy? I think it just has to be not your territory. Either way, I didn't do it. But that maybe could be a way I could activate the Scrivener stuff. But how much am I getting per turn anyways? 150 per turn. So that's like 175 per turn. So that's like basically 10 turns worth of books. Alright, I think we're good. Are we hiring stuff? We're hiring things. We're gonna get the knights next turn. What are these other...
We are the cult of painted skin.
Building things. Don't think the salt is worth right now. Not a super high prio. This was that weird building we've looked at before. 100 gold. Now that does get modified by a lot of these things because everything is getting 20, 40, 50, 50% extra gold. So that'd be 150 gold per turn. Let me just see this thing. We don't have any flamers, spawns, screamers, any of that stuff. 5,000 gold. I mean, we do get... the ports really aren't worth. You're getting 200 gold. I mean, sort of, yes. So you're basically getting 300 gold, so it pays for itself over 10 turns. It's okay, but it's... I don't think it's worth... We do get to upgrade the other stuff, too. It's hard to kind of math all this out, and you do get to upgrade this. with the extra modifiers. My thought is if you're just like turbo rich, you can do it, but I don't think we're at that level of wealth yet. Maybe with this thing, for that would give an extra 10% on everything, and you get to upgrade these. So I think maybe if you have a resource, we can do it. Let's do it on that one. But I'd rather have 10% extra income and get to upgrade this thing, because that's another 10% bonus instead of a 5% bonus. And we do get the discount here, a little bit of a discount. Yeah, I think getting the 10% off the marble for pretty cheap is probably the way to go. Okay. I think we're good. Make sure I move. I did move everybody. Okay, we're good. Tzeentch might be the best money faction. It's tough to say because they can't trade. But as far as just like your buildings in towns, it feels like their towns just generate so much money. Okay. So he gets a bonus, I guess. I think the item drop chance, right? Yeah. Okay. I think our magic's good. We don't need that. The 20% for lore. Just battlefield study. Havoc upon your enemies, reading spells at random from their scrolls until all of drowning in chaos. Every morsel of magic let loose onto the air is another scribbled whatever. Okay. Every parchment filled. Okay.
You scribes.
This funnel magic. Changer's tools. All spells from Tzeentch are added to the scroll book. Fire added to the scroll book. So basically, they get a random selection of spells that you can cast, and I think they're supposed to get like a discount at them. And then you get a discount on all spells as you go through. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, they added... I don't remember them having all that. Holy cow. God, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you get a 60% cost reduction on all spells. Cataclysm spell. Extra barrier, leadership, campaign movement range. Dang. Now, I don't know if that 10% stacks with something else, but 40% out of combat is, or out of like, when you're not embedded is crazy. Research rate increased by 25. Okay, and assassinate. So they get everything, basically. Okay, I mean, they're obviously terrible in combat. They do have a ranged attack, and they fly, so that's cool. But 50% missile strength, and, like, double ammo. Okay. Alright, so, I mean, they're goofy. That's gonna be pretty fun, though. Now, one of these guys... Okay, we can put him in this army. We can give him a caster. Okay, so what did we just finish? The library. We decided not to get this. The hero recruit rank is okay. I just don't have a slot for it right now. We can make a slot once we get to tier 5. We can get rid of our growth buildings and put in the money buildings. Okay, so how much? Oh, one of these guys would be really nice too, actually. Leadership, and you get spell mastery. Each entity death. Okay, so you want to put him up in combat, and then you get a bunch of bonus magic power when you kill enemy stuff or ally stuff, it sounds like. Then do we want lances or 42, 52? Way bigger charge bonus, but I think I'd rather just have the melee defense. The charge cycling is just a pain in the butt, and it falls off pretty quickly. You're already going to be hitting most things off of a charge. I mean, you're going to have like 66 melee attack. It's going to be pretty good. I think. I don't know all the perfect math behind that, but... Alright, this dude... I guess we're doing despoilers. Should have probably gotten serve or die, but, you know. Monster strength. What? Okay, nice. So that actually includes chosen. Okay, we got rampant destroyer. How long on this? 16. We could get heroic killing blow. We're on a disc. Hearts of Iron is also pretty good, but we need to get to the discount, lightning strike, unholy resilience, all that stuff. So.
Again, my strength blossoms.
Don't be 2 turns, don't be 2 turns. Of course it's 2 turns. This thing's also 2, come on, man. Oh, we did get an extra recruit, though. Alright, so I guess we'll get 2 of those. I want 1 in each army. And then... we don't really need the knights, but, like, having 1 per army... probably okay. Just to kind of just run people down. Now, I don't have a cockatrice. I don't know where we're going to put this dude. I guess we just put him with the main army. The thing is, Kairos is such a crazy good caster to begin with. I don't know that we need the other guy in this army, but what does this dude even do again? Why do I even have him? I think I was just leveling him up as just another caster. He's got scouting. Does he have steel tech? Is that what I was doing with him? Yeah. Okay. It's fine. Got the battlefield stuff. Everything else is good. We're waiting 4 turns on that. Upgrading that. Not upgrading that yet. Still working that one. I don't think we had any new cult activity. Everybody's recruiting. Boris is chilling. I'm not putting him in the army. You do get some experience, I guess, if you're in the army, but it marginally increases my upkeep cost. I guess it's possible he could also get a trait if he sits in here. Maybe, I don't know. But we'll go ahead and do that. And then... Clan Pestilence wants to be our friend.
Tell me why I should not unleash my monks on you,
Well, why can't we do that? Oh, I already balanced it. I could get in trouble here, but I guess we'll... Now, I don't know if you can break your own alliances without getting a diplomatic penalty if I use break alliance on myself and someone else. Is that a good way to get out of some contracts you don't want to be a part of? So, like, could I get out of this contract with the Skaven and fight them without getting a diplomatic penalty? I'm not sure. Okay. I think we're good. That upgrade is good. That's 10% more. Definitely want that. Boom. Then the obsidian. Yeah, so you can get a 10% increase for 1,500 gold. That's pretty good. It's worth the upgrade. So annoying. My wife's texting me. It's kind of a TLDR, but like any kind of home stuff or TMI, some letters, I don't know. But any kind of home stuff is just ridiculous to try to get done right now. Like anything blue collar in the United States, it just costs $1 billion, and everything is just backed up for months and months and months. There's no one works in blue collar stuff, and there's this massive demand. Okay, what's the fastest way to get over here? Probably just through this port and hit up Dawn's Light, I'm assuming, so let's go this way, I guess. And then next turn we can hand off some stuff. I guess we'll keep this guy in the main army, the Blue Scribes, even though it's kind of magical overkill. But anyways, we had, like, our pool ended up possibly having some structural damage, some cracks and stuff in it, and we were just trying to figure out, we tried to get a pool guy out here that services pools, but like, oh, we don't do anything structural, and then they want you to go talk to builders, people that build pools. I'm like, dude, there's such insane demand right now. There's no way they're gonna, like, spend their time and effort to go out and, like, evaluate and try to fix something when they could just build an entirely new pool and make probably 5 times the money. And that's the case. That's what she just texted me back. This pool builder that the pool guy recommended, the pool service guy recommended, it just said, yeah, we're not going to do it, basically, for the reasons I just described. We're booked on orders for months and months, and so just good luck getting anything serviced or fixed if you ever need it. Figure out how to do it yourself. My wife is pretty good at these things, but she's not like, you know, we don't have all the like heavy equipment or expertise to do like deep structural stuff. Okay, anyways, that's what that phone call was about. We're still getting quite a bit of money, but I still don't think we upgrade any of these other things yet. Is this extra 5% worth? I don't know what the base income is. Yeah, because that's including all the modifiers. So this is, what, 20, 30, 20, 20, 20, so that's 60% extra money. I can't do the math on that. That's what, like 1,500 gold or something, so this would be an extra 75 per turn. I still don't think that's worth. I'd rather upgrade something else. Now, this one has the tusks. It's only a 3-stack town, but that one might be worth. So we're getting the, are we getting the discount? Oh, for infrastructure. So not for the main building, but for infrastructure stuff, it's cheaper. There we go. So, okay, we'll do that one, and then these things don't matter. Okay, and we're gonna finish this recruitment, and then hand off, move our armies around a little bit, and then we'll finally be able to get back into some fighting here soon. Borrow time, force rebellion. How much does it cost to force a rebellion somewhere? That's pretty cheap. The thing is, I still don't understand why you would do that unless you want backup for your army. I can try it in one of these fights on a capital. I could force a rebellion and then attack it and see if that rebellion will back me up. That's the only use I could really see. Because if they take it, or I mean, I guess it can distract an army, so they have to send someone to go deal with the rebellion, and then you can sneak in, maybe for an ambush or something, or hit them. Like if you force a rebellion on the other side of their empire, they send their armies over there, and then you have to hit the other side. So like maybe some guerrilla tactics. But really, you don't want the rebellion to take the town, because they're either going to take it or sack it or whatever, and that's taking money away from you if you're about to take the town. So, all right. I keep feeling like I'm forgetting something, but whatever. Supervisor Kairos. Oh, that's actually a pretty good trait. Got our reveal shroud. Stands on the cusp of learning the truth, completing the path. Oh, we have to go save him? Ooh, that could be interesting. Okay, well we'll do a quest battle here. I should actually like potentially save some of these quest battles for just these episodes where I'm just basically doing a bunch of logistical stuff. Hopefully there's not much more of that. I've just had to run back and forth across this island like twice. Once this way, I guess 3 times. All the way this way, then run all the way back over this way, then run all the way back over here. So we've had a little bit of downtime. But now, my hope is that we'll be able to just kind of go straight through here and start meeting the objectives, and then maybe fork here and send one army this way, one army this way. Okay. But let's go ahead and...
Of the Destiny Scroll.
We want to... I don't know if I want to bring this dude in for like a serious quest battle, because he's going to be worthless right now.
An oblique approach. Scour these lands.
Okay, so let's just go with the super hardcore stuff here. Give us 3 knights. Do we want 3? I think 2 is probably fine. Alright, so let's do that, and then we'll do... We're against Beastmen, though. Maybe we do want 3 knights. Just for this battle. Oh, that's actually really cheap. That's pretty sweet. Doesn't Kairos have something where it's like free? Or like... Shield of Tolos. What else do we get item-wise? Talisman of Protection. Okay. That's fine. Track Army and Reveal Shroud. I mean, that could be a 1-point wonder that's pretty good. Minus 9% faction wide for changing of the ways would be pretty sweet. Alright, let's do this. So yeah, they got a bunch of Minotaurs, but we got a bunch of Chosen. Oh, a Cold Hellbrass, yeah. Alright, let's do it. Hold on, let me see. Since I changed these around, what is this? Okay, so he can summon Chaos Spawn, Leadership, 10%. Actually, let's take that off him and let's put it on this guy, because he's going to be in the middle of the fight anyways. I think I'll stack with his too, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright. So yeah, I've never done this before, so we'll see what's about to go down. Man, it was raining like crazy out there. Now it's the sun shines out. I think you can get Hellbrass with a lot of different Chaos factions, right? I can't remember if I've ever gotten it or not. Pretty sure we need to make sure he doesn't die. Oh, I didn't... Okay, what spells do we have? We got Spirit Leech. I forgot to look at that. Gateway, Breath, Regrowth, Burning Head, and all that stuff. Okay, that's fine. Okay. And then
We are many.
is he on foot or he's on a chariot thing? Okay, so I'll put him with the
Hero of Tzeentch. Chaos Knights of Tzeentch.
maybe I should have put the blue dudes in here just to give them experience, but I don't know. I also didn't want him to be dead weight.
Change deceit power.
And this guy can just... I just don't want him to die. Honestly, oh, he's on a disc, though. What's he gonna do up there? Alright, I'll just make him 7, I guess. Alright, let's just get in here. I don't think it's gonna be probably that crazy.
Seeking victims.
You know what? I'm just gonna come over here. We'll deal with these guys first. Actually, this guy can help me take out the big dude over here. Actually, let's take this dude out. Okay, that's like insta-death, just about, on a unit that's that tall. Shit, is my homie... Crap, is my homie getting lit up over here? Oh my god. Alright, we gotta get over here now, now. Just let this dude duel him.
Kairos.
Oh, this guy's kind of getting lit up.
Instruments of deception. Darkness. Cold.
Is he healing? Yeah, he is. He just doesn't have his shield, but... So we don't need to go that hard, I don't think. Let's... Man, I'm, like, moving a little slow here. Definitely not being as efficient as I could be. What are these, even? Oh, Minotaurs are great weapons. Exactly what you do not want to put your horses in. he's shattered. Okay, so we can just run from that.
Men of the North! Chosen of Tzeentch! They die! Fight!
Oh, I totally forgot we can summon these things. This is just a really bad battle. Y'all just pretend you didn't see this. I've not been playing this one super well. But I think we got it done. It's very rusty because I haven't played in a week, and it's basically 2 fights at once. Regrowth very strong. Sweet, 5 grimoires. Okay, we'll do Akold's Talons here. Nice. Alright. Affects allies in range 40 meters. Oh, so they get regeneration and extra vigor. That's really nice.
For now I know the truth.
Okay. That's good. And then this. That's a lot of Tzeentch corruption. That's pretty nice. It's a magic missile. Usually magic missiles kind of are bad, unless you're trying to snipe an enemy lord or something, but...
Of change.
Okay, so you get diplomacy with evil stuff. Oh, your whole army gets terror. That's nice. Oh, against Empire. And they get frenzy against Empire. Okay. Windstruck. Okay. I mean, the magic missile thing, we saw that. Oh, always damage reflect for Chaos Knights and Doom Knights. Perma, that's pretty good. Okay, and every 2 minutes. Okay, he only gets 1 use of it, but like a pretty big regeneration spell. Alright. Then your standard, just kind of fighter stuff. Looks like no mount. Is he always? No, he just never has a mount. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, he's cool. Not necessarily say he's OP or anything. Actually, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Extra healing cap plus 50%. That's really great when we've got regrowth. Vigor loss reduction is massive. Minus 50%. It's a very big number. Oh, so you can get a 100% healing cap. No, this is just for him personally, but this is for the whole army is 50%. So he personally gets 100%. It looks like. It doesn't say he's immortal, but I'm assuming he is. Okay, and we'll figure it out next time, but yeah, we'll rejigger this army, and then we will run over here and start messing with these elves and working our way north, and then we might fight that other quest battle if we have a little bit more downtime as well. But that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.